Hi, it's Melissa with my Membership Minute on Wednesday, November 9th, 2016. Here's what's happening in our membership community this week. Today I want to have a little talk, and I want to talk to you about distraction. Over the last few days, I've received several different messages from different sources, and they all have slightly different content, but at the root of the messages is the same theme. One member decided to end her membership because she injured herself with, quote, an overly eager teacher and another teacher doing a workshop where everybody was really pushing their edge. Another member spoke to me about taking so many classes online and feeling overwhelmed and burned out by that energy. And yet another member spoke to me of being overwhelmed from finding so many new things to get involved in. I think we can agree that we live in a world where the biggest, the loudest, the most distracting voice wins our attention and our time. The unfortunate thing is that the loudest, the biggest, the most distracting voice may not be offering the best thing for our bodies. And I think we need to ask ourselves, is the special secret, the quick fix, the special recipe, really the deepest knowing that our body longs for? What we have here is special. We have a community that is dedicated to the practice of yoga. Right in our guidelines and our mission statement, we say we are a yoga community that supports each other in bringing yoga to our daily lives. Through the practice of yoga, we come together to deepen our personal yoga practice, to improve our relationship with ourselves, those in our lives, and the place in the natural world around us, with content created by myself and the leaders in our community. What you have here is unique. You have the support of a community. You have the support of a teacher, myself, yes, who shows up here every day to support you in a practice that is safe and sound. When you're stuck in your practice, remember that I'm here. I'm present. You can reach out for support. So I do challenge you, stop the insanity. You wouldn't continue to go to a restaurant where you had food poisoning, and yet many of us continue to chase teaching styles that leave you injured. Once you found a farm that grew food that nourished and sustained you in a deep way, I think it would be insane to continue to frequent fast food chains. And yet many of us continue to search for something better, faster, easier, to give us quick results. This is called spiritual shopping. And I want to share that to you that I wrote about it in a blog post. And I'm going to show you where that is. If you click on blogs and you click on this one here, spiritual shopping, it was actually in response to somebody who asked a question about it. And I want to thank her for asking it. It must have taken courage. It was in response to the class on endurance. I'll let you read it on your own time because I think there's much of value in there. I'm not saying that I'm the only teacher in the world and that the teachings offered here are the only teachings that you should follow. But I am saying that if they resonate with you, you need to trust that, and that you need to put down the shopping bag and step through the door and offer the same level of commitment here that I'm offering you. If the teachings here are resonating with you, if they're not resonating with you, then that's completely fine. There are loads of teachers out there, and I hope that you would give them the same attention that I'm offering you here in our community. So here's how I'm showing up for you this week in our community and how we're coming together as a community this week. If you click on the forum, we come together every week, every Monday, in our live Monday guided meditation classes. So if you scroll down here to our meetups, click on the Monday meditation class, and I see 3 of you are viewing this already. You can see we meet at 9:30 Pacific time on Mondays and 5:30 Pacific time on Mondays. I meet with you twice on Mondays, once a week at 2 different times. Hopefully this covers the time zones. If not, I post the recordings from this. There is a benefit to showing up live because I do respond to the people that are here live, and the guided meditations deeply respond to our interpersonal bodies, in that what happens in the meditation, I can really feel what's happening, and I create the meditation around that. So if you can't show up, I highly recommend listening to the recordings. I do put timestamps. There's a teaching at the beginning of these. Many of you have told me that you missed the teachings, which are still in the weekly classes, but spread out. If you missed them all at once, you guys are getting teachings specifically for you, the members, every single week in the live classes as well. So there's a teaching at the beginning, there's the guided meditations, and then we discuss the practices, which, I find that the most nourishing part of my week now. The other thing that I wanted to show you is that I posted an embodied gratitude retreat for you this month. I'm going to suggest that we can come together as a community for this on the weekend of November 18th, 19th, and the 20th. So if you scroll down to the retreat section, which is pretty much near the bottom, here we go, embodied gratitude retreat. This day is set out to be deeply nourishing for you so that you can really listen to your body. It's a fairly sparse retreat. It starts the evening before, and then there's a day of rather restorative practices. And there's a lot of time for you to rest, nap as much as you need to, and listen to your body. If you want to go for a walk, go for a walk. And there's suggestions for food, but you should eat what you want to eat, and just plan on giving yourself a very deeply nourishing day. But I do look forward to coming together as a community and nourishing ourselves this way. One other thing, last thing that I want to show you that is happening this week, tomorrow, is that Ivy, if you go to the daily section here, is in the devotional section. She's having a live event for you tomorrow. So if you want to come together for the support of our community, you click here on the devotional section. She is having a live event, and just click here on this special live event for the devotional community. She's planning on holding those on the second Thursday of every month. The direct links for these are in the show notes here. I thank you so much for your time today, and I will see you next week on my membership minute, and I'll see you on the Friday class, and I will also see you on our live classes on Monday. Namaste.